Man, that is funny.
Off
the top of your head, too. Like, that's extra.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard that before.
A
lot of times I say funny things, and it's because I heard it on some obscure show or something, but I don't know.
Well, I'm going to make a point to use that from now on, and I'll make sure you get credited for it.
You hear that, Danielle?
Yeah. Is this right? Is this real life? Yeah, this is real life. All right, we're going to get started in a second, everybody.
Okay. What?
Telling the live stream people.
Sorry.
You too, though. You too. It starts right now.
It starts right now.
What was the name of that Pokemon?
Stunfisk.
Keep wanting to say Stinkfist.
Now, save it for the show.
Right.
Okay, that's good. I think we're good. What the hell's going on? Everything's working out.
Don't say that.
We got a nice this. We got a nice that. That's ready to go. Can you hear me? Jesus.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Yep, that's working. All right. Well, son of a bitch. Let's go. All right. Well, you know what? We're a minute early. I'll wait.
What do you guys think of this Pandora business in Disney?
Avatar.
Pandora tomorrow.
Yeah, right?
All right, now
That would be
sorry.
amazing if there was a Sam Fisher kind of like sneaking around the place.
3, 2, 1.
I
Go
thought we weren't
Nintendo
starting yet.
Podcast Webisode 618.
Ooh,
The Stunfisk
Right
Podcast.
Let's just really let herself go this time.
Stun Fist?
Stunfisk.
Fist.
Ray, could you tell us about the Pokemon, please?
Surely. Stunfisk is a dual type. Never mind.
Ray, could you tell us about the Pokemon, please?
Surely.
I was waiting.
Stunfisk is a flatfish-like Pokemon with a broad, muddy brown body. At the base of its yellow tail is a yellow marking shaped like an exclamation mark. When it's seen from behind, it has small horizontal oval-shaped eyes with a tiny black pupil and no irises. Almost exactly between these two eyes lie the two thick gray lips
Right
that
under
form
that
its mouth.
nose is a mouth.
Look at
It
that.
has two small flimsy fins at the sides of its body, each with two lobes. It's been seen to leap into the air and flap its fins as if their wings remain airborne. Stunfisk's very tough skin keeps them unharmed if stepped on, even by sumo wrestlers. To exploit this, it buries itself in the mud of the seashore and waits for prey to pass by. Whenever unsuspecting prey touches Stunfisk's body, it is zapped. Stunfisk smiles when electrocuting its foes.
I know.
What a jerk, yeah.
If it cannot paralyze its foe, it contorts itself with unexpected speed and flops away.
I
That's
know.
how I handle the situation.
What does it eat? Like small children at the beach?
Sumo wrestlers.
Moderate-sized children.
Listen, it's got an exclamation point on it, so you're warned.
Mhm.
No, but not if it's buried in the sand.
Stunfisk is a
Like the water.
ground electric type
There he is.
trap Pokemon.
Yeah.
50
This
to
one's been
50
working out.
male to female ratio. They are 24 pounds and they're 2 feet tall, and you can't teach
Wait a minute.
that.
Thanks, Mom Brain.
Thank
How
you.
big is that? Other than it's 24 pounds?
Davis says, I want Mom B to read me Pokemon entries as bedtime stories. Wouldn't that be nice?
Hefe!
What was that?
Hefe!
Cats can eat the fish.
I don't think. No, I don't know what it
You
could
don't
be. No, it was something else.
Oh boy.
From all that,
Here.
from all that crap you left on the table.
I threw it all away.
Oh, you left all your garbage on the table.
We heard the cat knock something down. We just don't know what. Did he break anything?
I don't think it was him.
What do you think it was?
It was a whisk that fell out of.
Oh,
Nikki Hill and his
thing.
whisk.
A sun whisk.
that's right.
Stun whisk. Stunfisk.
I get it. All right, so today, obviously, we're going to talk all about E3. But first, I said
And so last week.
we have something special. Not yet. It's still this week.
NPD.
No. I said to him, NPD was supposed to happen this week.
Attention.
But they,
NPD has been postponed due to E3 coverage.
that's true. It comes out. It comes out Monday. They're withholding the information until Monday. But here's a little reminder for you for next week's show. Reggie said that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the #1 best-selling single SKU. So it might not be the #1 position on the chart, but it's the #1 single SKU. So it'll be somewhere in the top 10.
So I'm not going to be here next week.
Okay.
You guys just remember
Remember.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Is it deluxe or just
Deluxe. Hi, Per. Hi, Digital Worlds. Hi, Retro. Hi, Turquoise. Hi, Davis. Hi, Straight Jeffin and Al. And
straight?
Freddie Fro and
Yeah.
Mysticoy and Guy Bones and On Live Only, who says Happy Hanukkah. And whoever else I didn't see. Thanks for joining us.
That is the second Hanukkah reference I've seen today. Or
Really?
Been aware of. Yeah.
That's weird.
So I went to that Hallmark that's over by that shop right.
Oh,
It's
Happy
closing.
Hanukkah.
And there were cards, and that was one of the only sections of cards still available because that place is closing, and everything's been sold out.
Well, that's a sad story.
Everyone, there's
Sure,
always
they can get their cards.
Zoso
tomorrow.
says, wow, is Lube there? Yes, Lube is here.
there's always
We can
He's
prove it.
right
Yeah,
there.
hands.
looking at Pokemon porn like I always do?
So, I have something special this week. Our friends at Nicholas have sent us, which it is not out yet. I know some retailers have accidentally let people purchase it, but it's not out till the 20th, I believe. We have a retail copy of Cave Story Plus, and I told them, hashtag not sponsored, I told them I would unbox it on the stream just for the hell of it, because
it's already out open.
I have not opened it yet. I just took off the plastic so I didn't have to fuss with that during the show.
This is called an unboxing. You're
Das
just
is
gonna open it
called-
up and look at it.
Yeah, it's
Beca-
like
no,
all
hold
over
on.
YouTube.
It's
That's all-
Because Nicholas is doing all kinds of special stuff with their retail games on
It's
Switch.
full of snakes.
We're gonna find out what it's full of.
Oh, that was.
It has. Ooh, what's in here?
It's a little pouch.
Oh, it's condom.
Taste it.
Big Hill, you open that.
Think about it.
We have a nice little Cave Story pouch. Look at that fanciness. Very nice
How
Wait, I'm
soft is
unbagging
it?
over
Is
here.
it soft?
dice. It's very soft. Yes, velvety,
Yeah.
velvety
Shouldn't
smooth.
the unbagging be on camera?
With a nice drawstring. Well, we're unboxing. We're not unbagging.
It's a keychain of Jessica Negri.
So we have a keychain. I believe these are random. So if you get the retail version, you don't know which one you're going to get inside the box. As they're called in the industry, a blind bag. This is Curly Brace from Cave Story.
So wait, the keychain came in its own bag? What
It
is this
did.
bag
Little
for?
pouch. Well, I don't know. Condoms, games,
I can't put
candy,
any glasses in there.
glasses,
Diva cup would fit in there.
beaver contacts. I couldn't remember what they were called. We also have,
Oh, look at that.
which I haven't seen one of these in a bazillion
Oh,
years,
it's a mini.
a mini CD
Oh,
Oh,
soundtrack.
it's a GameCube
Look-
disc.
yeah, play the game on GameCube. It's a soundtrack CD. So I don't know how many tracks are on here, but It's music.
Normal CD,
it's music from Cave Story.
right? Well, they're 8-bit songs.
They are 8-bit songs, but they have 4 different versions of the soundtrack in here. They have the original, they have a Famicom version, they have a remixed, and then a remastered. Then you also get the Cave Story Plus instruction booklet, which is modeled at, well, let me see. It's made to look exactly like an old school NES instruction booklet.
Does it have the back page for notes?
Let's find out. If it doesn't, I'm going to complain.
Let's find out.
It does not.
How are you supposed to write your notes?
Where do my notes go?
I don't know. That's a game that
For those of you who don't know what the heck I'm
Some
talking
notes,
about,
right?
old instruction manuals used to always have a page in the back to write notes on.
You know
Yeah.
why?
It's literally just
I'm
a
glad
bunch
you
of
said that
lines.
because
we
you're probably
didn't
right.
have
They don't know that.
walkthroughs available to us.
Also,
Or phones to take pictures
But-
with.
here's another reason why, though. I know old NES games, if you got to certain points and died, they would give you a password, and you could write your password in the notes, and then you can start right from that same
Plus, because
point.
NES games were so cool, the older guys used to carry around instruction booklets and put girls' numbers in them.
Really?
Yes.
Yes, obviously.
So there's a nice full-color instruction booklet. Look
I
at
gotta-
that. Look
I gotta
at that.
Cave Story
Look at that beautiful.
unboxing right here.
Oh, no.
Gross.
And that was on camera. Look at that wonderful artwork. There's lots of awesome artwork in
I
here.
got wonderful art.
So
Hey,
there's that.
What does the cartridge taste like?
I'll taste it. What the hell? There's Cave Story cartridge.
Oh my gosh! There's a Cave Story cartridge inside the
It's
case
true.
for the game.
Oh, yep, it's there. For a second, I didn't think it was there, but it's there. And then finally,
Tastes like
well,
a-
I guess I can show
like
it
a
to you like
cave.
this. We got
Tastes like a
some
cave.
insert
Like
art,
a
which is
cave.
something we don't see
Minerals.
often. Over here you have Cave Story art, and then over here you have artwork for upcoming games from Nicholas. Like,
Ooh, like what? I'll find someone here
then
too.
I don't know if it's the next one or not, but 1001 Spikes is shown in here, which is if you might have played that on the Wii U or the 3DS, that is coming soon from Nicholas. So it's a reversible cover.
Irreversible.
And this comes out, like I said, June 20th, I believe. So there you go. It's another really nice retail package from Nicholas. They're doing this with all their Switch games. And I know the guy, Tyrone, and I'm surprised he's doing such nice stuff because he's a jerk. Thank you to those
I'm
guys for
surprised he's completing the work.
sending this to us. I appreciate it.
Sorry.
I know those might be hard to find now, actually, the retail copies, because the first wave sold out right away, so good luck. Yes, that was not sponsored at all. I only did it because I like Cave Story, and that's a really awesome retail package. That's really cool. All right, that's done.
It would be great if the instruction manual was like damp, like it's been inside of a cave, like musty, thematic.
That would be great.
Well,
I can make
the
that happen.
cartridge tastes like it's been in a cave, so
Oh.
How do you know? You ever eaten anything out of it?
yes. That's why I wasn't allowed to go on class trips anymore. They said, "Don't touch! Don't
No,
touch!"
that wasn't you.
I ate too many.
Touch!
I ate too many
That
dead
was me
bats.
and
Gettysburg?
Andrew, but yeah,
Did what off the bus? Missed the ride.
we
Almost.
missed the ride.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So this week was E3, if you didn't know.
What does that
And-
stand for, Rob?
The Entertainment Electronic Expo.
Expensive
I don't know.
entertainment.
Electronic
Oh,
Entertainment Expo.
I thought it was the other one. Erotic entertainment.
Oh, no. It's not. Well, I'm sure there was some erotic artwork there, but is it coming to Europe, says Red Dragon. He's talking about Cave Story Plus. I don't know, but I'm sure the retail copy is going to go there. Yeah, it's just I don't know when. So, yeah, E3 happened, and it pretty much started last week. I want to say Saturday. No, this week, Saturday. Because there were some press conferences then. And then Sunday, Monday, and then Nintendo finally went on Tuesday. So, I want to talk about all E3. Done. I want to talk about all of it. So I watched every single press conference, and
Are you talking about
Boring.
Nintendo or every system?
Every system.
everybody?
Yeah.
How did Jamie Kennedy do?
because sometimes you get news from other companies related to Nintendo from other conferences.
Ooh.
So, for example, I was watching the Microsoft conference, and they own
Nintendo,
Minecraft.
right?
And they did a presentation about Minecraft, saying that Minecraft on the Xbox, on the PC, on the Switch is going to have cross-platform play. So you can play on your Xbox,
Yeah.
I can play on my Switch, and we can play together.
Wow.
And Sony said, no, we're not letting you do that.
So
And how surprising is it that Nintendo's like, yeah, we'll do it, sure. And Sony's like, no,
So I can't play it on my PS4.
you cannot. No. You can play it on your Xbox or your
Oh,
Switch.
Nintendo has to have some sort of
I do have a
relationship with them,
Switch now.
right? If they're using Donkey Kong,
I'm interested to hear this.
because Rare did Donkey Kong Country and stuff like that. So if they're doing some games along that,
I don't know what you're talking about. Rare did Donkey Kong Country when they were with Nintendo.
So Nintendo just flat out owns it. Rare doesn't.
Nintendo owns Donkey Kong, yeah, without a doubt.
No, I know they own Donkey Kong, but I would think like Donkey Kong Country might be like
No, they did it for Nintendo. So yes, you'll be able to do that soon enough. And here's the craziest part:
What else
to
was
do it
Rare
on your
doing?
Switch, you'll be signing into Xbox Live. That's how it's done.
So
So
do you
on
need
your
to-
Switch, you'll be going through the Xbox Live servers to play
But
Minecraft.
will you need an Xbox Live account?
I don't know if they'll make you make a paid one. I don't know if you have to make one at all, but you will be using the Xbox Live
Microsoft.
servers.
It's
So
Microsoft. You think you can just log on?
No,
Yeah,
I
I-
don't think that. I don't.
at the very least, they might make you make a login, but you're not going to have to pay. They haven't said anything about that. And then on top of that, everything you do in the game is synced. So if you do something on the Switch version, you can go play that on the PC or your Xbox version, and everything is up to date.
Well, you're playing on the cloud.
Very cool. So yeah, that was a part of the Xbox announcement, and yeah, as I said, Sony doesn't want any part of that, and they gave.
So there is a potential for other games on like Microsoft Live that you could play with the Switch then too.
Microsoft said, this is the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer. He said, we have a wonderful relationship with Nintendo. He said, if we didn't, we couldn't have made this happen. And he said, I'd love to work with them in the future. And Sony was like, does this mean the Switch version gets achievements? Minecraft? And he's like, honestly, I don't know. He said, I know they don't have an achievement system on Switch, but he said, if they want to do it, we'll do it. He said, we could do it, no problem. So they're totally open to doing it. Because, at some point, Microsoft's going to be like, how about you put that Master Chief in Smash Brothers? And Nintendo's going to be like, I don't know if he fits. And they'll be like, oh, remember Minecraft? Remember when we did that for you?
What about those
So-
Gears of Wars guys?
I don't know if Gears of
Am I wrong
War
about
is
that
as popular anymore.
They're coming out with a new God of War.
They are, yes.
With Kratos in there, right?
yeah. Just like
Is that Xbox only?
Suda51 wants Travis Touchdown in Smash Brothers.
It's a long shot.
I could say Travis before Kratos. Because Travis you could put in just with like the beam katana and
one of the Belmont.
strawberry on the shortcake, but like Kratos, like every move Kratos does is extremely violent. I don't know. What about who? What?
A Belmont or some Castlevania character.
I mean, yes, that could happen, but Konami Charlotte needs to get their act together. So yeah, I watched the Microsoft conference, and overall, as far as game content goes, I really liked their conference. I thought they showed a lot of interesting stuff.
What do you got?
Go
through the
well,
whole thing for
to
us.
make you angry, they have a sequel to Ori and the Blind Forest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's called Ori and the Will of the Wisps, I
Is that
think.
game broken too?
I knew we were going. Yeah, so they showed a sequel to that, and I'm not going to talk about it because it spoils the first game, because this one picks up after
Did
that.
anyone even get to the end of the first game?
I
mean,
did.
seriously. Oh,
I
really?
did.
I'm the only one that broke it.
To the level that I saw you break it, yes. But you didn't do anything wrong. I don't know. I was thinking about it today. I was like, maybe if we go in and fire that up, it'll work now.
Maybe there's a patch.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Must be a pretty big
Let's
patch.
find out.
Is the patch made of denim? Or is it a nice design sort of patch?
Boy, this is bad. So they showed a sequel to that. They also showed more footage of. This is not exclusive to Microsoft.
Yeah.
They showed more footage of Life is Strange Beyond the Storm,
Whoa.
which I'm excited for.
Now, how does that work? It continues whatever choice you made?
I don't know. They're not. I see. They showed the trailer, which I watched, and then they have gameplay footage, like 20 minutes of gameplay footage. I don't want to see it. Like I don't want any of that ruined. I know how you play the game. I don't want to see that.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I played that whole game making decisions and choices,
Yeah.
and it really all came down to just one decision at the very end.
No, it has one final decision at the end. The whole game has multiple decisions that affect all the other episodes. I feel like it's one of the few games where you make decisions and they matter.
Decisions that matter.
I didn't play that version of the game.
Oh, you made the wrong decisions, obviously.
Apparently. But yes, the game does come down to a final decision.
That looked
True.
That looked like an official in-graphic in-game graphics.
I think that's the DLC.
Somebody's got a lot of time on their
Yeah,
hands.
right. So all right, so they showed us stuff. They showed The Last Night, which I don't know if that's Xbox exclusive.
Oh,
See,
that's the new Transformers movie.
Yes.
Okay, can we talk about that? How angry are any of you guys getting over Transformers? Are you kidding me with this storyline?
It's the last one. Just let them go.
Do you think?
It's
Are
not
you
going to be the
sure?
last one.
I mean, are we really gonna still get mad about Transformers? It's been what? This is the 5th movie.
Yeah,
Like-
I'm over being angry.
That ship has sailed.
Dinobots, I kind of get it because that was like part of the toy line.
Mhm.
Now we're going back to medieval times where it's like King Arthur and his freaking Optimus Prime. What's an Optimus Prime?
I like how in the commercial,
Somebody tell me.
Optimus Prime is like, to save my world, I have to destroy Earth. And you're supposed to be like, oh my God, no! Like, do we really think the end of the movie is going to be Optimus Prime destroying Earth? No, I'm going to guess no on that one.
What?
And has he had that
Spoiler.
conflict ever since medieval times?
That he's a robot? What's the
No,
conflict?
that, like I have to destroy Earth. Like he said that
Oh.
back then, probably, and then he's like, "Oh,
I have to
figured
destroy
out
Earth,
another
but
way."
that's way far off.
Yeah.
I'm not going to worry about it now. No, he saw, the moment he knew he had to destroy Earth was when he saw, what's his face?
Shia LaBeouf. Mark,
No.
Mark.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg. He's like, all right, I could take Shia LaBeouf. I can't take Mark Wahlberg. I'm out of here. I'm destroying this whole planet because of this guy. Did you see the happening? This guy deserves to go. So yeah, they showed The Last Night, which is not Transformers
What is
related.
The Last
It's beautifully animated pixel art, like Blade Runner style.
Yeah. Very,
It looks amazing. It looks
very
amazing.
techno-noirish.
No, yeah, I don't-
The only
Lots-
problem
lots
is
of
there's this whole hubbub around the developer now because somebody, the game showed its trailer and everybody was like, I want to find something bad about this guy. So they went through his Twitter for years and found him saying like bad stuff about women.
Mhm.
So now he's like, that's old me, not new me. So it's terrible. Well, like, it's terrible because when I saw the game, I was like, oh man, I really want to play this. And I read about this stuff and the guy seems like he's kind of a jerk. And I'm like, still
Well,
wanna
how
play the
long ago
game,
are we
but-
going back?
2011.
I mean, you've bought and played games that were developed by jerks before, right? Like you played Fez,
Yeah, like
and you
Cave
liked it.
Story.
I put,
Yeah.
yeah, but hold on. No, with Fez, I didn't. None of that stuff came out until afterwards. Like after Fez came out, then he was. I still love Fez. though.
Which
Sorry,
you probably would have still
KNIGHT?
bought it.
No.
right?
Oh,
Like
that's-
nighttime,
That's my confusion.
nighttime, KNIGHTTIME.
Let's call it the final night. Then. That sounds better.
What did I say? It was the last night, the final night. I
It's
don't
the
know.
last night.
Oh, okay, all right. But here's the thing.
Okay, yeah.
So
Blade Runner.
I watched Microsoft's conference, and I want to say the first 10 to 15 minutes were. I was like, this industry is not for me anymore. So they come out and they're like, Xbox One X, the most powerful console that's ever existed. And I'm like, yeah, every console at some point is the most powerful console, and then the years roll on. Like it's such a silly statement to make. Like,
No, it's just like, oh, here, I finally found it in the last place I looked.
What?
I don't know what.
When you're looking for something and you find it in the last place you looked, because why are you going to keep looking? The console's the most powerful because it's the newest, and then it's going to be outpowered by somebody else.
Oh, so we
Or
were
do you-
saying the same thing. Outpowered. We were saying the same thing, but you said it in a really weird way.
No, it's the same concept of like stupid statement.
Oh,
Okay.
Samsung TVs, QLED,
No.
Yeah.
Didn't you look into that when we were looking?
No, it was some other term.
not OLED, not SUHD,
Not
That was it. That was it.
super ultra high def.
So anyway, they're showing this system, most powerful console
Stinky
ever
Uglies
made,
high def.
and they're like, this. Now I don't know anything about this tech stuff, so I'm gonna get it wrong. But they were like, this system has 8
Oh, the
teraflops of
teraflops,
blah, and
Teraflops.
blah 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 of
Mhm.
RAM, and pushes blah, and the crowd's like, yeah, and I'm like,
crowd's like, jerk.
I'm like, can I see a game? I play games on these systems. Can I see a game?
No, they can't show you that.
No,
Those
they,
games
Your
can't
eyes-
handle the power.
Games don't know what to do with it.
they showed you the Netflix demo of how well it runs Netflix.
So I'm like, man, this is just not.
This is lagging a little bit. There's just a lot of people on Netflix right now.
I was like, this is just the way the industry is going, I guess. So 10 minutes later or 15 minutes later, they finally show a game, and it's Forza. Whatever, Now I want to stress, I got nothing wrong with I have nothing against the Xbox One X existing. That's completely fine. I'm just talking about like coming out on stage and being like, it's this powerful and has this inside. I'm like, oh, and he's like, this is the first console ever that's been liquid cooled, and the crowd's like, woo! And it doesn't matter. Like, I just want to play games.
Yeah, but it's an Xbox. That cooling liquid is going to end up boiling.
It's going to be green. So they show Forza, and then they show the trailer for Forza, and then some guy comes out on stage, and he's like,
Forza.
this is the first time ever that Forza is going to feature a car in a game before the car comes out. It's a Porsche, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And the stage rotates and the real car is there. And the guy's like, this car has a V, whatever. And I'm like, this doesn't matter. I don't care. Show me games. Why have we spent 15 minutes on no games? I don't get it.
When are we getting
So they finally start showing games and it gets better. But
what games are coming out for it?
Couldn't
That's
tell ya,
the
but
thing.
there's some cars
that's
coming out.
the thing.
They only show the one game.
Xbox One X is not, as of right now, and as far as what Microsoft says, will not get exclusive games. So this system is only going to play what comes out on Xbox One. So you have the Xbox One, the Xbox One S,
Then what's the
and the
point of
Xbox
it?
One.
So everything's
X.
going to be like up-resed or whatever.
The
It's not
point of
gonna
it
be-
is, it is 4K, true 4K, and true HDR. So the thing is,
How many times can we get true whatever?
The thing is, I'm not upset that it exists. The thing is, Microsoft is lagging behind Sony when it comes to system sales. And I don't know if this is going to be the thing to like help them overtake or
No,
get more competitive
it's like
because like
twice as much as a PS4.
PS4 is not real 4K. 4K system is $400 and this thing is $500. But like I feel like, all right, there's people that are going to buy it. The Microsoft diehards and the people who have 4K TVs, they might buy it. So you get what? Let's say first year. I'm being really generous. I think a couple million people buy it. Like I don't.
But the thing is
If they were making
The
exclusive games for it, like if they were like, here's 10 games that are only going to be on the system, I would be like, okay, I need to think
No,
about
I
getting
have
this
to
system.
but
get
the
it.
games that are
Please
coming out
do.
for it, are they being made in 4K and then being ported over to the Xbox
See,
One?
that's
or are
the
they
question.
being made for Xbox One and then just being like
They kept
being
asking
shiny
the
or
developers
polished
that, or
for
Xbox
batteries.
heads, and they were asking those same questions. And the guy's like, they were saying like,
it's not a car?
is this version of the game going to be the best looking version of the game on the Xbox One? And the guy's like, the system definitely has the power to do that, and it's capable. I want to see the best looking game. So he's saying no. He's saying like, yes, the potential is there, but yeah, you can get these games. Now here's the other thing: they could screw over consumers and put the games out like this, and then on Xbox One the game runs, or Xbox One X the game runs fine. But if you're playing it on the original Xbox One, it's gonna chug and everything, and they're gonna be like, buy an Xbox One X. I don't know.
Yeah, also,
But here's what I think is going to happen. Sony's going to, most third parties are going to develop for the PS4 first because that's the biggest install base, and then the other versions
So
will
they're
be
not going to be
ports.
made.
That's my guess. If you're going to get ones that really exploit that, but still can play on Xbox One, it's going to come from Xbox first and second parties. So, yes.
too many X's in the name is what I was going to say. It sounds very redundant.
Well, how close are Xbox One S and Xbox One X? Like they're very close.
Oh, there's going to be so many confused
Really
grandmas.
sounds pretty
Oh yeah, it's going to be
similar.
hard to like order one over
Get
the phone.
ready, Lou.
There was one on
I don't deal
Reddit.
with that crap anymore.
There was one on Reddit that was an infographic, and it was like Xbox One, and going through a whole bunch of things. And the very last one was one Xbox One Xbox.
One Xbox, one X.
One
Box.
Xbox One Xbox. So it was a box for an Xbox One, and only one of them.
I bet the next one they come out with is going to be called the Xbox One F.
Somebody in the comments was like, Microsoft's making me feel like the word one is weird now. It's like I've been reading it, and that word doesn't make any sense to me anymore. But yeah, as far as games go, I feel like Microsoft had some good stuff in there. I was pleasantly surprised by their conference once they got past the beginning part. Yeah, I just find the whole thing silly to be like, hey, it's got all this power, it's got this in it, it's got that in it. Like,
and this is a car that's going to be in it.
Yeah, like, just show me the games. Like, you can rattle off that stuff in a press release. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm not the market. Maybe gamer. That's why I said maybe. No, it's the children that are out of touch.
The problem is
It's the children who are
you
wrong.
love game companies that make games with crappy graphics.
That's what it is. See, that's why it doesn't matter to me. So that's that conference. I didn't watch EA's conference because we were doing the podcast last week, so that's the only one I missed. But I followed up on the games afterwards. You know, I think they showed 8 games, and none of them were new minus Poopy.
What is that game?
The new one from BioWare. Starts with an A. Somebody in the chat, can you help me?
Anthem?
Anthem.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is that
right.
BioWare?
Yeah, that's real. They made a point of stressing this is real BioWare, not that BioWare from the other game.
Because everyone at that studio got fired.
Yeah, right. So yeah, EA was EA. You know, they showed Need for Speed, and you know, I'm not knocking them. It's just you know what EA does. That's what they did this year. Minus, you know what? They showed one cool game. Anthem I liked. But they showed another cool game that focuses on co-op, and I actually really liked that. It's like Prison Break, but it's a game. But yeah, it's all about co-op, so I really like that. One Way Out. Thank you, NCAA. One Way Out. Yeah, it looks really cool. I'll have to show you that.
Pay-per-view.
Yeah, right. WWE One Way Out. All right, so there was that. Well, there was. I mean, the best press conference of the whole show was Digital Devolver. They had an amazing press conference. If you were looking to see what games they were doing, you hated the press conference. If you were watching them to see them do the weird stuff that they do, it was amazing.
Digital Devolver?
They do a lot of indie publishing. Their press conference mocked E3 press conferences perfectly. Like
written and directed by.
They had it was pre-recorded. The whole thing was pre-recorded, and they had a lady up on stage. And like for example, they do this thing where they say, "We know when you're home at E3, and we show you these awesome games." You're like, "Oh, I'm throwing money at the screen. Let me buy these games." So they said they worked on something to make that happen, and they have a guy sitting at a computer throwing money through the screen. And I believe what happens is he's going to throw it, and the screen ends up chopping his arms off, and he's spraying blood everywhere. You know what? It's like a Tim and Eric skit for like 20 minutes. It's really good.
What games are they putting out?
I don't remember. They have a ton of stuff coming. Oh, they're doing it. They announced a new series, Sam.
Oh.
So there was that press conference. Then there was. He's busy looking at porn. There was
I am.
Ubisoft's press conference, which for my money might have been the best press conference. I really liked that whole show. They did a really good job. Had a really unique variety of games there. Stuff for everybody, which I really liked, and a lot of new stuff there too.
I'm getting really confused about something from them.
Sure.
That we're going to talk about, I'm sure.
Okay, let's talk about it now.
The Rabbids game. I haven't watched any of the footage of people playing it, like Treehouse or anything.
Yeah, huh?
But from the video that I saw of the Ubisoft press conference, the gameplay just looked slow.
Well, it is an XCOM style game, so the gameplay is slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a platformer. It's not like an action adventure game.
But I just figured, what is XCOM?
It's
a
strategy.
Yeah, turn-based strategy game.
So it's not like an RPG, but
it is
turn-based.
It has RPG elements.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all about like working with a certain party and finding cover and deciding how you're going to approach things, and you can only move a limited amount of spots. And it's very strategic, very slow.
And there's
Permadeath?
Yeah, there's permadeath
Yes.
and stats and all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like when you put Mario and Rabbids together, Rabbids don't want to just they're a frantic crew.
Well, the story is the Rabbids invaded the Mushroom Kingdom because there's this one rabbit who's wearing some kind of weird thing. And whenever he gets scared or angry or something, these weird things manifest, these weird rabbits that are causing all these trouble. So Bowser Jr. finds out about this, and he's like, don't go with that Mario guy. He's a bad guy. Come with me. I'll help you out. So then Bowser Jr. starts using this guy to make all kinds of crazy stuff going on. So then the good rabbits and Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi team up to send them back.
I didn't know there were good rabbits.
There are. Decent rabbits. Decent rabbit folk. So yeah, they thanks, Justin. They showed a little bit. Ubisoft kicked off their press conference with that.
Right.
And they had Miyamoto there on stage. And they had
what did he say too?
the creative director of the game, or the head developer, whatever it is. And they announced him, and he stood up in the crowd, and the guy was crying. The guy was crying. He was so happy to show off this project. It was a really cool moment because he's been working on it for 3 years. And he said in an interview, he's like, this is like a dream come true. Like, Ubisoft's put me in charge of a game, and I worked with Nintendo and met Miyamoto. And he's like, when I first met him to pitch the project, I didn't know if I should get his autograph or be professional. He's like, it was a really tough moment for me, but he's like, yeah, this is a once in a lifetime kind of thing. So it was awesome to see that. It was a really cool moment.
3 years.
Yeah.
And people only started leaking information or talking about possible leaks like last fall.
Yeah.
That's successful.
Well, it was originally supposed to be a launch title, but they pushed it back for more polish, and I think that's why stuff got out, because they were gearing up for it to be ready. So they showed off that. They showed off Starlink Battle for Atlas, which looks really cool. It's such a cool idea. It is. So, everybody's like, toys to life are dead. And Ubisoft's like, nope, we got an idea. So they're doing, what it's like? It's like Destiny. I don't believe you can get out of the ship. So it's only ships in this game. But you go around and explore planets, and you have these battles and stuff. But you customize your ship. You get all different parts for your ship. And it attaches to your controller. Now, this is coming out for Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. You can buy the ship and buy the little parts for the ship. And when you're playing, if you need different weapons on your ship, you can attach them to the real-life ship. But Ubisoft says, if you don't want the toys and you don't want the extras on the toys, you never have to buy them. They say you can do everything digitally, and you don't have to spend extra money. It's all in-game. So they said the ships are for people that want the toys, and if you don't and you just want to play the game, you can do that too. Same thing either way, which is awesome.
Free?
Yes, it's the same thing. You get the items in-game, or you buy the thing in real life because you want the actual ship that you have, which I really appreciate.
Giant dinosaurs and stuff.
You fight all kinds of weird stuff. But yes, it is on every major platform, which is also really cool. And it's running on their Snowdrop engine, which is excellent because now we know what other games have the potential of coming to Switch from Ubisoft because it runs on that Snowdrop engine. And they use that. That's like their engine for everything, basically. Like almost... I'd say like 75% of the games run on Snowdrop engine.
What if that's the different engine than the like the Rayman games and stuff? Right?
Yeah, Snowdrop is
Assassin's Creed.
No, the Ghost Recon game we were playing.
I was playing?
Yeah, you and I played it. It's online.
The Division.
That's the one, yeah.
Ghost
That's
Recon, The Division. No.
Wait, what?
It's not Ghost Recon.
That well, it's Tom Clancy.
It's Ghost Division: The Recon.
So they showed that. I thought that looked really cool. They showed off another trailer for South Park.
The fractured
butthole.
For the Switch?
No, that's been in development way too long.
Isn't that out? I thought that's been out for a while.
No, it keeps getting pushed back.
Wait a minute. Then what's the Star Fox? What's this game called?
South Park. Fractured Butthole.
What's the South Park game that's been out that people have been loving?
Stick of Truth.
Stick of Truth. That's been out for a long time.
But I thought people have been talking about it recently. That's
Probably
why-
because the fractured butthole is coming up.
Right. But I thought it's been out for like over a year. I feel like I've heard people talking about the
Stick of Truth?
fractured butthole.
Not out. It's been pushed back twice, I think. So we're pretty far off from the original release date. Ubisoft showed off Far Cry. They showed off Assassin's Creed. I know they showed off Just Dance, of course, which is, I believe, the first. Well, no, it's not the first, but it continues the tradition of being the first game to come out on 3 generations of platforms. So Just Dance 2018 will be on Wii, Wii U, and Switch, and Xbox One, Xbox 360, well, PS4, PS3, PCs, all that stuff. And then obviously they ended the show with Beyond Good and Evil 2, which Ansel came out on stage and cried for it too. So I was happy to see that.
What other examples do you know of where the sequel is titled
2, but it's a prequel?
It's a prequel. Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking about that too.
I mean, The Godfather 2 bounces back and forth.
It might just be like the working title right now. They might change it before it comes out.
Or they just think that people are going to call it that anyway, because it's the second one that came out.
Nobody's going to buy it.
But here's my thing, especially with that trailer.
Yes.
The cussing.
It's
Yes.
great.
There's a lot of cursing, and it's not like gentle cursing. It's like,
It's the good kind.
yeah. Well,
That's
you know what I
awesome.
mean.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's the trailer that they show.
That's the trailer.
I don't know. I mean, let's see a rating for that trailer or something before it pops up. I don't know. I mean,
The press conferences all start with ratings. So
the whole press conference.
yes, the press conference shows the ratings for the games before they even start.
Yeah, you don't
because
see
of
that on when you look it up on YouTube and go, "Oh, what's this new game that's coming from Ubisoft?" Oh my God! My
because the
freaking ears!
ESRB doesn't rate games that aren't ready to be rated yet.
I know, but if they're doing the trailer. I mean,
There's no governing
Trailers-
body to rate video game trailers.
we need to do something about
Before-
that because trailers for movies have ratings.
Get some moms on that.
Yeah, let's make sure we rate that stuff because I'm pretty sure video games are the only thing kids are getting their cursing from on the internet.
No, they're probably getting it from their porn sites.
Yeah, like this guy's been doing for the last 40 minutes.
I'm not on that porn. I was actually just looking up fractured butthole. But the South Park game, not porn
Oh,
fractured
oh.
butthole.
So that was
It's
Ubisoft.
not spelled that way at all.
How's things going? Oh, terrible. I fractured my butthole.
Then Sony's conference came out, and me personally, I thought Sony was going to be one of the best because they seem to always put on a good show. And this year, personally, I was disappointed. I felt, what I did like was they came out and they were like, this conference is about games, boom. And then it was literally like an hour of
That's
just
Netflix and
trailers.
chill.
But I was like, if they're literally doing an hour of trailers where nobody talks about anything, no developers came out to say anything, it was just trailers. I'm like, why are they doing this in a place?
You're gonna get the Stick of Truth for free. If you
Yeah.
buy Fractured Butthole. I never played that.
It's great.
Good deal.
It's great.
I watched you play. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't understand why they had to do it in like an actual event for it. Why not just stream it?
Because they have so much money coming out of their ears, they need to spend it on something.
But anyway, yeah, their press conference I felt was a little disappointing. It felt like for me a repeat of what they did last year. Like last year, I was like, man, look at all this awesome stuff coming to the system, and this year was like, man, look at all this stuff that they showed last year that's still coming to the system. But it was coming. Most of it's coming out 2018. So I'm like,
You get to see it again next year.
I feel you probably some of them, yeah. But yeah, they showed God of War, which I'm down for. But yeah, they just showed more of it. Yeah, they showed. I don't know what it's called. Gone
of War.
Done a real one.
Dead, gone. I don't know what it's about. Zombies, whatever. It looks like The Last of Us, but more action oriented. I'm fine with it. I'll check that out.
New Last of Us?
No, nothing. Not a thing.
What about
Not a finger.
I'm excited about the new Star Wars Battlefront.
Yes,
Anything on that?
they showed a new trailer, but that's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
Sony specific.
What about Sid?
Days Gone. Thank you, NCAA. No Civ.
No,
No.
Civ, I know this.
They showed more of Detroit, which I've been excited for since day one, so I'm all about that.
There's a movie Detroit.
It's so
too,
cold in the day.
Oh, yeah.
There's a movie called Detroit Rock City too. I think it's.
And Detroit is the name of a real place.
And it's so cold there.
It's true. It is so cold there.
There's a movie coming out soon called Detroit.
Yeah.
No relation?
John Boyega's.
No relation. No relation.
John Boy?
Did you say relation?
His name is John Boy.
Sunny Jim?
But anyway,
Son of Jim.
they showed more of that, so I'm super excited for that game because I love that guy's game. So, and they always, they always sell decently. They sell enough for him to keep making games.
Who?
The same guy who did Heavy Rain, same guy who did
Oh.
Beyond
Sonic
Two Souls.
Yay,
No,
son.
wow, he's doing Detroit. It's about androids that like awaken,
Okay.
and you decide if you want to like blow everybody in the city up or like work.
No,
with
that's
them.
that Will Smith movie you're talking
Is,
about.
Ah,
that,
that's
is
right.
that with that girl? Jennifer Lawrence, or does it just look like her?
What?
Is that what that girl, Jennifer Lawrence? I have no idea what
No,
you're
that's
talking
Jennifer
about.
Sounds like something you
Wait, you're talking
hear
about
the
Ellen Page,
Alexa
aren't you?
answer.
No. Detroit.
That's what I thought.
The Detroit's based
Oh.
on
The
an
android girl
true
looks
story.
like Jennifer Lawrence.
Untold true story.
Well, so they showed that. They showed Spider-Man. We finally got a good look at Spider-Man, and it looks awesome. I didn't expect to care about Spider-Man, but holy crap, that trailer looked real. Or it wasn't a trailer; it was gameplay. It looked really good.
It's time we knew.
It's basically Batman, like Arkham anything, but Spider-Man style, and the verticality of a Spider-Man game, and just the fluid movement. And, oh, it looks so good. It looked really like that. Blew me away. That was an awesome gameplay demo, and they ended their press conference with that. So, good way to go out. But yeah, overall, they showed some VR stuff that I liked. Like I showed Mom Brain one of them. I think it's called Moss. It's a little like I see it now. Yes, I'll agree with that. But I don't think that's in the new trailer.
I mean, if you look at this headline, it says Jennifer Lawrence underneath it. So I'm assuming now it looks like her, right?
Fair enough.
Moss. It looks like a little action adventure puzzle game where it's a little like mouse that has like a sword, and he's like on like some adventure in the forest, and like he's walking around in the environment, and you move around to like open doors for him and solve puzzles to let him through passageways and stuff. It looked really cool. I like that one a
It's
lot.
VR.
That's what I said.
He needs a buddy.
You're his buddy, yeah.
But
Bethesda did a press conference, which everybody is really upset about because they didn't show whatever, Elder Scrolls 6 or
everybody.
everybody was
More
a large portion of people were upset about that one because they didn't see what they want. They showed a new Wolfenstein. I liked the last Wolfenstein a lot, so I'm pumped for that one. They showed more of Skyrim coming to the Switch, which I don't know. I'm either one on there. You got to get it. Come on.
Isn't it called Legend of Zelda Breath of the Skyrim?
No, but it does have Zelda content in it. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to say about Bethesda because I don't follow them too much, but I know people were upset. And then there's Nintendo. And some other, according to multiple polls that I saw on non-Nintendo sites, Nintendo was chosen as the winner. It seems like Ubisoft and Nintendo came out on top this year.
I was confused that pictograph you've posted said how
Oh boy,
Nintendo
weren't you
was
and everybody?
Nintendo was the winner, but it was like Assassin's Creed or something.
Yeah. Did you read the thing? No. You
Yeah,
didn't? Oh,
no, I
you?
did.
Oh, well, then you should know what's going on.
But the pictograph didn't show that at all.
It only showed a selection of the data, but if you read the whole report, you saw how they broke it down.
But he read the pictograph.
And yes, Facebook and another
There's the little guy.
survey site, I don't remember which one it was, they said that Nintendo came out on top as far as social media interaction goes and positive interactions as well, which is important. Companies need to look at whether the data is the social media stuff is positive or negative. I don't want to hear Nintendo had 8 million social media impressions when 5 million of them were somebody bitching about something. Like, I need to know what the positive versus the negative is.
I mean, what was the percentage? It was like 60 or 58 or 60 something percent that was positive, right?
They had 50.
Really?
They had 51% positive, which is
Oh.
higher than Microsoft, which had 38, and Sony had 37. So,
Just barely past halfway there.
yeah, it's the internet. That's how it works. Think about that. More than half of the internet liked what they saw. That's the record, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Wait, who's making this?
So Nintendo did their press conference. What were the big things they talked
No more
about?
questions, Nikki.
They showed
Insomniac is making
Spider-Man. Yeah, it's going to be good. They showed, let's see. They showed a new Metroid for 3DS. It's Metroid Samus Returns, so it's a remake of the Game Boy one, which has been long overdue for a remake now. It's being made by, which is funny because we talked about them last week, Mercury Steam, which I think is a perfect choice for that. They have previous knowledge of the 3DS. They've done a Metroidvania style game before, and now they're actually working on a Metroid, and it looks awesome. And the best part is, outlets who are very picky with stuff, like Game Informer, said they played it, and it plays like a dream, and they didn't want to stop playing it. So, very high praise from them.
They must have been using the controller.
But yeah, it's a fully fleshed out remake of Metroid 2, and it's coming out September 15th, I believe.
Do I have to play Metroid 2?
No. I would say no. Metroid 2 is by far, I would say, the weakest of the Metroid games, and that's counting Other M. The map is very, very, very similar.
I've heard it's pretty difficult.
It's very difficult because it's on Game Boy. Everything looks the same. It's like it really needed a remake. So they're doing that. Looks awesome. And they also confirmed that Metroid Prime 4 is coming to the Switch. They didn't say when, but they said it is in development. And what we don't know is who's making it. We know for sure that Retro isn't because they specifically said Retro isn't.
Fake news.
We just know that a new team is working on it. And Sakamoto, the man who's involved with all the Metroid games, is not involved with Prime 4. He's working on Samus Returns for the 3DS. So who's working on it? I don't know. What else did we see? We saw a lot of Super Mario Odyssey, where we finally saw like what the big hook is, and you'll be able to throw Mario's hat at enemies.
That's
I thought
crazy.
you were going to say head.
Head. And the hat's name is Cappy because it's inhabited by a spirit. So you throw Cappy at enemies and other things, and he inhabits them, and then you become them. So you can be a Bullet Bill. You can be a Goomba. You can be a real-life human in the game. You can be...
Which means you can complete any level any way you want.
Oh, yeah. Well, there will be certain things you have to use certain power-ups for, I'm sure, yes. But, yeah. And this definitely goes more in the style of Super Mario 64 and Sunshine. But I would say more in the style of 64. It has that, like, sense of exploration and mystery to it that I feel Super Mario 64 had that I really liked. And I used to think it had that because it was the first 3D Mario game. Like, it was just so new, and we hadn't played anything like that before. But it really feels like they're recapturing that in this game. Like, you do things that you wouldn't normally do. Like, you could see a hole, and if you jump into the hole, you might not die. You might discover a whole new land underground that you can explore.
They did that in Super Mario 3 on a couple levels.
Yeah, yes, that's true.
So it's what's old is new again.
What's old is new again. Oh, yeah, that's what they did with Zelda. What's old is new again.
I never played. That's not even good on that.
I want to hear it.
Mario Galaxy 2, and then Mario Galaxy Cat World, whatever that one was called.
Super Mario 3D World.
Yeah. But that was on the Wii.
Wii or Wii U?
Which one?
Super Mario 3D World.
Yes, that is Wii U.
What was the Super Mario 3D or something that was on the 3DS?
3D Land.
Land.
Land's on Game Boys. World's on consoles.
Super Mario 3D Land 2 World.
So they showed that. They also announced that Rocket League is coming to Switch, which is a very big deal because that's a very popular game right now. And people were like, we want Rocket League! We want Rocket League!
That's
and now
what I was asking.
Psyonix is like, Rocket League is coming. And here's the crazy part. Psyonix said they were approached by Nintendo to make Rocket League for the Switch before the Switch was announced.
Wow.
So, and then Psyonix said, once Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out and we saw how well it was doing, we were like, yeah, we're going to do it. So they've been working on it for 3 months. They said it's already up and running. They say docked mode is running fine. They have some issues with undocked, but that's just because it's still in development. And it's coming out later this year. And it'll have special Mario content in it as well, plus the DLC that's on all the other platforms. And that's another game with crossplay.
That's what I was going to say.
But not with Sony, because Sony won't allow it.
Right.
So PC, Xbox,
Xbox,
Switch can all play together.
Yeah, because that's what my friend asked me, is it crossplay? And I was like, you silly rabbit, there's no crossplay from...
Yep.
And he was like, well, Microsoft has Microsoft and PC, or
yeah.
Rocket League is Microsoft and PC, which is understandable because it's still Windows. I gotta tell him.
It is crossplay. Yes, the only one that's not doing crossplay is Sony. And Psyonix said, "Listen, it's done. We literally have to press one button, and it could work, but Sony won't do it." So, any key. So yeah, they were saying they're really disappointed that Sony won't do it, and Sony gave the biggest BS answer as to why they won't do it. They said, we want to make sure we keep our players safe on the internet. And the guy at Microsoft was like, listen, we keep our players safe. And you know what? Nintendo is letting this happen. The safest online company to a fault, like protecting their players online. He said, if Nintendo's doing it, Sony has no excuse not to do it.
How many times has Sony been hacked now?
Yeah, I mean, Sony and Microsoft have both had problems, but yeah, for Nintendo to be like, it's cool, we'll let you do it, and Sony's like, no, I can't do it. Sony wants only Sony. This is what happened. So, like, the PS2
crossplay for themselves. From the PS4 to PS3.
The PS2 came out. Huge hit, massive success, and Sony was like, "We're the best in the world at video games ever." And then they're like, "Here's the PS3, $600, eat it up, babies!" And then people were like, "No," and they were like, "Oh my God, what happened? Why don't people like us?" Then they did PS4, and they're like, "We're sorry, we're really sorry. Here's all this awesome stuff." And Microsoft, who won with the 360, was like, eat up everything, baby. So Microsoft is not doing well. Sony starts doing well with the PS4, so now they're ahead of the pack. So Sony's getting back to that old mentality of like, we'll do whatever we want because then nothing matters but what we want. So that's where we are.
And Sony had that commercial for the PlayStation 9 where it was a crystal ball.
Yeah.
Or not even that. It was like
actively working on the PlayStation
it's like a
9.
soapy bubble, I guess. So it's very fragile.
I mean, we still have a few generations before we get there, but yes, I'm sure they're actively working on that technology. What else did Nintendo show? They showed Fire Emblem Warriors on the Switch, and we didn't see footage of the 3DS one, but we saw footage of the Switch one. God, I need a list in front of me. If only there was some sort of list. They showed some... They showed some weird sushi game during their live stream. It was a brand new game for 3DS. It's like a puzzle game, but it's about eating sushi.
I could win that game. Really?
That's not done being localized yet. I
saw the Metroid Prime 4 teaser. I was like, oh, that's awesome. I still haven't played Metroid Prime 2 or 3.
Well, you got time. Okay,
Prime.
here we go. They showed off DLC for ARMS. So next month, a new character is coming to ARMS. His name is Max Brass. He's in ARMS right now, but not playable. So they're going to make him playable. That is free DLC, just so you know. They showed off more Miitopia, but I don't think we really need to talk about that. You know that. Oh, yeah, they did a lot for Splatoon 2. They showed off Hero Mode, which is the single player, and they showed off some more Salmon Run, which is the mode I'm dying to play with you guys. That's the mode we're going to spend a lot of time in. I know it. It's like Horde mode in any other game. They announced the game that was rumored, so now it's confirmed. Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions. So Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga is getting a remake on the 3DS, but it also includes a brand new game inside of it called Bowser's Minions, which is a fully fleshed out experience. It's not like, here's 30 minutes of something new. It's a whole new game tucked away inside there.
I'm surprised DreamWorks is letting that happen.
They showed off a new Kirby for Switch. And they don't have a name for it yet. It's literally Kirby. That's it for the Switch. But they showed it. They showed it. It is 4-player. What did we see in the trailer that we both really liked? Oh, you make friends with the enemies. Like you can call in an enemy. What is it? It shoots like hearts or rainbows or something at them, and they like come alive and like happy, and then they join you on your team, so you can play as the enemies and bring them along with you. What were you gonna say?
That's kind of the same as inhaling enemies and then taking their power.
Well, you know, they die that
Except
way.
you don't have to kill them.
I don't know if they die. We never.
Well, when you inhale the enemies and take their powers, you don't get to have another player play as the dead enemy.
Right.
They also showed Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which they say is still on for Switch Holiday 2017. They showed Yoshi. Man, Yoshi looks good. At first look, it looks like, you know, Yoshi's Woolly World 2, but it's not. It's completely different. It's not the wool aesthetic. It's like I don't know what they're called. It's like paper craft or
like a shadow box or what's that called? Diorama.
Yes, that's what it's like. Yeah,
so
that's
you can play on the front side of the diorama or on the back side of the diorama.
Yeah,
I was
so you
making
can
a diorama the night of Schmeed's party.
So you
by the way.
you can
I didn't go because I was working on a diorama.
you can swap the way you're looking at the level and interact with things in the foreground and the background. So like you could knock a house down with an egg and then flip the screen and go inside the house. And there's great stuff. There's like the way that they use like that whole aesthetic is great. They have like there'll be like bushes that are moving and stuff, or like birds flying by. And when you switch the level around and see it from behind, you see that it's Shy Guys like pulling strings to make the birds fly, or like they're holding like fake bush cutouts and they're like rustling them. It's really cool. So we didn't have a release date on that, but yes, that's coming to the Switch.
That looks like it's got a lot of heart.
They showed Skyrim, like I said, with the Breath of the Wild DLC, or I don't know if it's DLC. I guess it's just included in there. They also announced that the Pokemon Company is bringing a core RPG Pokemon title to the Switch, which is pretty damn big news. So they didn't show what it looked like. They didn't say when it's coming out. They just confirmed work on a core RPG Pokemon title for the Switch. So that's what a lot of people were hoping to see, and that's what they got. They showed off the DLC for Breath of the Wild, which surprisingly, the first one comes out really soon. The first DLC pack, which is the Master Trials, that comes out June 30th. And that includes
special day.
Oh, that's right. It is a special day. So that includes like all the extra challenges in the challenge dungeon, which looks really exciting. I'm really interested in getting back into that because I love those challenge dungeons, and this one's going to kick your ass because you get thrown in there with nothing. No weapons, no armor, no clothing other than your boxes.
Pretty much the way I normally play.
Rocket League, like I said, Mario, and...
Do I have a second?
Yeah, go ahead. Then they showed some FIFA 18 as well, which surprisingly, according to FIFA players, looks pretty good. It has everything that the other versions have, minus the special story mode, which nobody really gives a crap about anyway. So it's a fully featured FIFA game, and EA is specifically calling it the most fully featured portable version of FIFA they've ever made. That's what they're calling it. So
it'll never be forever.
But yeah, fans are like, oh, well, I might actually buy this. They're like, I thought for sure EA was going to make it crappy, but seems like they're doing all right. And that's just my impression from what I've been reading of FIFA fans, because I do not play FIFA games. But I think that's it.
I do not play FIFA games.
Let me double check. I'll take a look at footage in here. They talk about Pokken Tournament DX, which was that revealed at the press? Pokken Tournament DX, or a Pokken Tournament for the Switch, was rumored, and it got confirmed. So, it's got new Pokemon and some other stuff in there. They showed off Ever Oasis on a couple live stream things, which people are going to ignore, and it's going to make me really sad.
Wah.
But yeah, that's your E3 stuff. So Nintendo had a good E3. They got, and their slate of titles. They have one big title just from Nintendo alone every month, like one right after the other. So let's look at it. ARMS came out yesterday. Next month is Splatoon 2. The month after that is Rabbids. The month after that, what's that? What is? I don't remember what's coming out then. But we have Fire Emblem Warriors coming out. We have Super Mario Odyssey in October. Then we have Xenoblade Chronicles 2 coming out before the year's over. You have Rocket League coming out, which I believe Nintendo is publishing. So there's a big name game every month from Nintendo until the year closes out, which is awesome to see. And then there's other stuff in there too. Sonic Mania, Sonic Forces, FIFA. Like I said, I had a list somewhere. I don't know what I did with it, but yeah, it was a good show for Nintendo. I really liked it, and they didn't really show anything for the 3DS during their spotlight at E3. They saved it for the Treehouse Live stuff, which I think is really cool. And they said they did that because they know when people are watching the spotlight at E3, those people are more interested in learning about what's coming to consoles, and then they can get the portable stuff out on their Treehouse Live segments. So yeah, seemed like it went pretty damn well. A good E3 for Nintendo, strong showing. Plus, they didn't even mention any of the indie games coming to the Switch. There's so many. They didn't mention a single one. That's another like 60 to 80 games for the Switch before the year closes out. So yeah, it was I thought it was a good E3. It had its ups and downs. Like I said, Ubisoft and Nintendo I felt did great. Microsoft I was interested in. Sony I was a bit disappointed with. Bethesda I don't really care about. EA is whatever. EA is EA. But yeah, it was a good E3.
How were the booth babes this year?
Yes, they don't do booth babes anymore.
So they were bad.
They were bad, yes. Nintendo did 3 tournaments at E3. They did the Pokken Tournament DX whatever. They did the Splatoon 2 tournament. And they did their ARMS Open Invitational. So I don't really watch esports. If I catch them on TV, I'll watch it, and I do like it. But the ARMS Open Invitational was awesome to see. As it went on, it got better and better because they were weeding out the lesser skilled players. And obviously, the game's not out yet, so people were playing it pretty much new. Some of them got hands-on with it for a couple weeks now. But yeah, this is pretty new.
All news.
So the finals were great, really interesting to watch. The guy who won gets an official ARMS belt, it's like a wrestling belt.
That's weird.
ARMS belt, a belt for your arms. And but then
you get to join a barbershop quartet.
They had Mr. Yabuki come out, who is the producer, I believe, and he presented this guy with the belt. And then they're like, "Hey, do you want to play the producer?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, let's play." So they went 1-on-1. Yabuki destroyed him. It shows you how skilled you can be at ARMS. It was amazing. He was destroying the guy, no problem. And he was doing, I've been playing ARMS for a few weeks now. He's doing things I've never even contemplated doing. He was really good. That footage is online on Nintendo's YouTube channel. Go look at that.
Please tell me he took the belt back after he won.
No, he still gave him the belt. The guy, that's what I was thinking, though. After it was over, I was like, he doesn't deserve to done that. Because so they did 2 rounds, or they did 2 matches, 2 rounds in each match. Mr. Yabuki didn't lose a single one. So he should have kept the belt. It's true. And then their art guy on Twitter was so into the tournament that he drew special pictures for the guy that won the tournament and Mr. Yabuki of the characters they were playing as and them as well. And they tweeted that out on their special Nintendo Versus Twitter account, which chronicles all their tournament-related stuff that's going on. Yeah, I mean, you got your fill of Nintendo stuff without a doubt. You had your half-hour spotlight, and then 3 days of 8-hour live streams from Nintendo from the show floor. where they showed multiple portions of each game. You got like detailed looks at Super Mario Odyssey, and every game really you got a detailed look at. Even Ever Oasis, they gave you a nice run through that, even though that's right around the corner. And ARMS too, which came out yesterday.
Armst.
ARMS 2. Person says Yabuki is the real One Punch Man. Yeah, he looks like that character. He really does. And he did do punching, so you're right. Yabuki fighting?
How do you spell Yabuki?
Just go, if you go to Nintendo's YouTube channel and go to uploads, you can see the ARMS tournament.
How do I find Nintendo?
YouTube.com/user/Nintendo.
I have to type, do a Google search for YouTube.
If you lube, yeah. All right.
That's how I find anything.
I think that's it. I'm just very happy E3 is over.
I am already feeling overwhelmed about Mario Odyssey
Why?
because it just seems like there's so much to do or so many like options that you can go about, and I feel like I'm just going to mess it up. I also felt the same way about Yoshi.
Life.
You can't mess it
Felt the
up. How
same
do you
way about
mess it
life.
up?
Like dying.
Well, I'm glad you said that. Dying is handled completely differently now.
Aww.
So dying, you
Yeah,
used to have
but-
a certain amount of lives. They don't do that anymore. Dying, now when you die, you lose 10 coins. Because coins are actually used to buy things now. You
Real things?
buy things in the
Yeah, you
game.
buy lives for 100 coins.
Like costumes, which give you access to new areas and stuff like that. So yes, dying isn't really, and you don't have to worry about having a certain amount of lives.
Okay,
or
so I'm
dying.
going
What-
to die. I'm not going to have enough coins
What
to
if
get to new
what
areas.
if you don't have any
But-
coin? What if you have less than 10 coins when you
Then you'll find out. Then I guess there will be a game.
Raw meat, we'll never know.
Well, see, the game is going to be on like connected to the internet, so you will just be.
You gotta put in
shamed.
real. No, you gotta put in real money.
insert money?
Yeah.
No, I think it like
One Mario coin equals 100 real dollars. Let's go. Yeah, so they made a point of switching it up. Plus, levels have two types of coins. There's the regular gold coins we're used to, and then there's each kingdom
They're
has its
Bitcoins.
own. Each kingdom has its own purple coin, and that's the currency only good in that kingdom to buy specific stuff that unlocks new
I bet
content.
those are hard to
So
come
no,
by.
here's what it is. You collect all those purple coins, and then you go to the shop, and they're like, "Oh, purple coins not accepted."
Well, it depends. If you bring like triangle purple coins to the Sand Kingdom, they don't accept it there. But if you bring the triangle coins to New Donk
Oh,
City,
okay.
they accept
And
it.
when
Can't,
it's
can't you bring it
localized-
to the Sand Kingdom Airport to the currency exchange booth?
They didn't show that yet. Maybe. I'm going to guess no, but they didn't show any exchange booths for currency.
when it's localized for the United States, the purple coins will actually be Sacagawea dollars, and nobody takes those.
The stores not take them. You take them, right?
No, they'll
Yeah,
take
I'll
them,
take 'em.
but it's just
Just
like
Yeah, you're
like it.
embarrassed to give them. You're like, sorry, Sacagaweas.
the same store that'll be like the cashier that'll make a face taking them will give you a handful of them. for
Back.
change.
Joe Shavadu has
Absolutely.
exclusive information on the first boss, or the final boss in Super Mario Odyssey. He says the final boss's name is Michael Transactions. Give me your money. I am Michael. Oh, yeah, I should bring that up too. Fly points out that New Donk City has a mayor, and the mayor is Pauline. She's back. Pauline is back.
Wow.
And she even sings in the game, and she wants to put together a band, and you have to go out and find her bandmates. And
Is
stuff
she,
like that.
So
is she
it's
the
not
one
the
singing
boss,
that?
Yeah, she's the one that's
singing
singing.
that song in the trailer.
Yeah, she is. She's the one singing it. She's got her own band. They have like advertisements in the town for the big show they're putting on. But when you meet her, she's like, "My band guys are missing. I need you to find them." So, in typical Mario fashion, they're hanging out in all weird places. Like somebody's on the top of a roof by
Doesn't
himself.
she have more important
Wow, that's not a weird spot.
What?
Doesn't she have more important things to do than playing a band if she's the mayor?
Well, listen, she didn't. She's not doing other
She's not a
things.
good
Listen,
mayor.
if the town's running okay, the mayor can do what he wants.
Thank you.
Or she.
She. Mayor Paul Lean.
Hey, man, you feel me right? Just always sideways.
All right.
Get it? Leaning. No, but I just feel overwhelmed already with that game and with the Yoshi game because it's like so many. I know I'm gonna. I know I'm going to be playing that Yoshi game. Well, I probably won't be because I don't play games much anymore. But I'm going to buy it and it's going to sit on my shelf.
Here, the thing with
And I'm
Yoshi is
I'm going to forget that I can go behind things. And I'm going to be like halfway through the game and be like, oh, man.
the Yoshi game I can agree with you on because like those games, you know, when it comes to a side scroller with collecting, yeah, I feel that pressure. But with something like Odyssey or a 3D Mario game, I don't feel that pressure because like there's nothing that barricades you from going
There's
back.
nothing can stop me. I'm Romy.
No, it's a big open world. You can go wherever you want, and you don't have to worry about like level 1-2. Go in and find these 5 things here and these 5 things here. Like it's a big world. You just go wherever you want. So I don't feel that pressure. But boy, does that game look good. Man, it looks amazing. IGN gave it their game of show. All right,
Fanboys.
let's talk about
And girls.
what we played.
Let's talk about the boys.
What did anybody play anything they want to talk about?
I mean, I played stuff. I don't have to talk about it.
Well, if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. Lube is apparently very eager to talk about something.
I haven't been on for a while.
Well, tell us what you've been. I haven't played Star Wars.
I played a smidge of Star Wars, but I promised myself that I was going to stop getting EA games because I was really getting frustrated because it's like, you want an incomplete game? $60.
Yeah.
You want the full game? $90. You know, I'm like, but
What EA game did you buy after that?
I haven't. But the new Star Wars Battlefront game, maybe they'll do it right this time.
Careful!
Oh, sorry. Maybe they'll do it right.
Oh
What did you do?
no! Dang it!
I moved my foot 2 inches and nothing happened.
So I might get that game. But anyway, so I did play a smidge of Star Wars. But I've played Mass Effect Andromeda, and I can't stop. Not because I like it.
It's just now you're at the point where you've sunk in so much time. You're like,
Yes.
I gotta
You're
see
doing it
through.
out of obligation.
Yeah.
So I'm so close to being done
I'm
with
so
it.
close to killing this.
And,
Sean.
And I started, I'm like, well, might as well do all the stupid achievements. And now I'm 5 achievements away from getting all of them. And that's like
Damn.
the most I've ever done in any game.
Please tell me,
And-
like, when you're done, you're gonna like snap the disc.
And 2 of the achievements are story driven. So I know I'm
Oh.
automatic. So there's like 3 more that
Yeah.
I actually have to like go out of my way and actually try to get. And like one of them is to like romance 3 characters.
Not a
And I've
problem.
already gotten a couple of them, and I got one more that I know I'm gonna get. So I'm like, oh, I gotta do
I
that.
love how you don't like the game, yet you're getting all the achievements,
Yeah.
which is something you never do
Yep,
in any
yep.
game. You're prolonging
So
your
weird.
torture.
Yeah, I don't know why. But as much as I dislike the campaign, there were some fun moments in it. There were a couple missions that I really did enjoy that were like awesome, like really good. And I was like, why can't the whole game be like this? Because this one mission was amazing. And there was another one, I'm like, here's another one, amazing. And then you go back to, well, now I got to talk to people for 2 hours. 2 hours of just running around, dumbass, boring conversations with people. But the multiplayer, top notch. Well, hands down, the multiplayer is great fun. And I do sink a lot of time into that.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard, it's the only thing I
And they
want to try. What do you show me here? Yes, I know about that game.
they were having a lot of problems with like random errors and stuff, but the last patch seemed to have fixed almost all of that. It's happened to me only once.
What's the
since last
subtitle on
patch.
that?
And it used to happen like every day, all the time.
Definitive edition.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
second round too.
That's coming later this year, as far as we know.
So
Well, I'm glad you're getting your money out of it.
yeah, I sunk 111 hours into the campaign, and I can't believe I played it that much.
That might be a record for this game. Nobody may have played it more than you.
So one of the achievements that I have left, it's an either or. It's either complete the game on insanity mode, which is the hardest, which I didn't start in that, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to play that game again, insanity. Or it's do 5 multiplayer matches on the gold, like the hardest level, which the multiplayer, it's hard. Like
Yeah.
gold is insane. I've been afraid to try it. Then there's only 3 levels. And bronze, I can get through no problem. Like bronze, I can breeze through. I can like pull other teams through no problem. Silver, Still 50-50.
Yeah, but still, the torture that gold will bring you is better than the torture of playing through the story.
Yeah, and at least I'll have fun, like doing
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have a challenge that you enjoy rather than like talking to people forever and slogging through.
I think I read online and they said that people can get through the campaign on Insanity in 6 hours, just like start to finish, not doing any other crap, and like because at that point I don't care about talking to people because I don't care about getting other side quests or any of that garbage.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well, good luck.
And that's all I've played.
I'm glad you're having so much fun playing.
Yeah.
Kirby, you said you don't want to talk about it.
No, I said I can.
It's up to you.
But I don't have to.
Okay.
So last night I played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with R-Type. That was fun. Because I hadn't played any Mario Kart for a long time.
The Kirby brothers, first and second place, baby.
Yeah, I did okay.
Destroyed the competition.
I did better than I thought. Well, luckily we were only like playing 100cc.
Were you?
Yeah, that was my choice.
Oh, okay.
I suggested that's how we.
I don't want to get hurt.
How we start off because like I said, I felt rusty.
Yeah.
Other than that, this morning I played a demo on the PS4 for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Oh, I'm very eager to hear what you think of this.
Well, I mean, it was a demo. It lasted maybe like 10, 15 minutes. All the enemies I fought were, very generic looking. But I was amused during the cutscenes because they have these all these characters from the Marvel and Capcom rosters, obviously, but like they when you see like the more cartoonish characters like Mega Man X and Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins appearing alongside Captain America or Chun-Li or Thor or whoever. And it just looked so funny to me, especially Arthur because he's so.
No, it's serious business.
Because he's so tiny.
People have been very, very angry about this game.
Oh, really?
Like saying it looks like crap. Don't like the demo at all. They're very uninterested. They said it doesn't feel like a Capcom game. It feels like it.
Yeah, it honestly didn't look that great. The cutscenes looked like they could have been last generation. I mean, I've never really played any of the Marvel vs. Capcom games. I might have played one of the early ones in like an arcade, but the last one was like more of a cel-shaded look, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
It's a fighting
game,
right?
Yeah,
yes,
they're fighting games.
Extremely upset about it.
What's the subtitle?
The subtitle?
You said Marvel vs. Capcom?
Infinite. Yeah.
Infinite.
They're saying. Like people are very upset about it because that series has a very.
Does that mean there's not going to be another one?
Has a very.
Well, it depends on how many people buy it.
Infinite +1.
I know it has a reputation for not being very accessible. To people who aren't like, hardcore fighting game fans.
And a lot of people are complaining about how bad Chun-Li and Dante look. They're saying they look. They do look weird. Terrible.
Yeah, it looks Chun-Li looks like Chun-Li. She looks like she shaved off half her eyebrows.
Everybody online says that Chun-Li looks like she has fetal alcohol syndrome, and they just say Dante looks like garbage. And I was looking at the screens and the footage; they look pretty weird. They do look pretty bad,
especially when
You would think like how many years after Street Fighter, Capcom would know how to make a decent looking Chun-Li.
She looked fine in the last Street Fighter.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
That was my question.
What is Street Fighter?
Does Nintendo do all the assets and stuff for a game like Mario and Rabbids or whatever?
No, Ubisoft did them.
Because they look good.
Yeah, and it's Miyamoto brought that up. They showed him a demo of their idea and the characters that they made in 3 weeks. And Miyamoto was like, "How did you get our assets?" And they said, "No, we studied your character models, and we tried to replicate them."
We
and it's
ripped you off.
He's like, "Wow, you guys that's pretty spot on." He was like, "I'm really impressed. That looks good enough to me." So Ubisoft really put in their time there. So yes, it is impressive. They did an excellent job. There's like very, very, very minor differences, but yeah, nothing you pick up. No, Mario does. Everybody looks normal. Like everybody looks like they're supposed to look. So that's all that matters. Nikki Hill, did you play anything?
I finished and got the lame ending of Guacamelee.
Oh!
Because,
Congratulations!
I have a Switch sitting at home, and I figured, you know what? I should play something on the Wii U. A downloaded game on the Wii U, and there's that. Oh, and I did play Mario Kart 8, not Deluxe. I played it on the Wii U.
What are you doing? How did you play that?
We went to my in-laws,
Oh.
and they had a Wii U. So I played that there, and I suck at that. I suck. I played it. I have it for the Switch. I'm terrible. Like, and like 50cc, because I wanted to start from the beginning when I started playing Switch. Because I was like, if I complete stuff from the beginning, I won't be racing at like 250cc. Which, let's be honest, am I going to play it enough to play all the way through on every speed? But I don't know. And I just want to start from the beginning. And I was playing at 50cc, and I was like 8th place. I was like, this is great. This is a fun game. Well worth the money.
Really? In 50cc? You're having that much trouble?
That was terrible, man.
Who are you racing
Trying
as?
to drift. I don't even know. I don't remember.
Okay. Did you play anything
I'm a
else?
sad person. No.
Okay.
I do have a game on my phone that I keep meaning to play, but I just don't play it.
What's that?
Botanicula? The guys
Oh,
from
yeah, I remember that
Animata Studios.
Oh, yeah. All right. I have not played it. I
I
know
played
of
it
it.
for like a second when I was on the toilet, and then I stopped.
I'm done.
Flushed
done.
the whole phone down. So I was like, oh.
So I didn't really play much anything this week because it was E3, obviously.
Excuses.
I want to get back into Ever Oasis. Thank you. I want to get back into Ever Oasis because I have to do a review on that. But last night I finally had a chance to play Mighty Gun Volt Burst.
Oh yeah, I watched it.
And I played a lot more after you guys left.
Not.
I
by
can't stress this enough. If you like Mega Man games, you have to buy this game. This was made by the people who made Mega Man 9 and 10. 2 awesome Mega Man games. Plus they made, what? Mega Man ZX and Mega Man Zero and all that stuff. Same guys, except this doesn't have Mega Man in it, but it plays like a Mega Man game. But they do different things that I've never seen in a Mega Man game. And the level design has stuff you would never see in a Mega Man game. It's so good. In every way, this is a Mega Man game. It just doesn't have Mega Man. But it's Mega Man if the ideas were expanded upon. There's a whole, like, very deep, intricate system for changing how your weapon works. So you can play as Beck
Sounds
from Mighty
great.
Number 9 or Gunvolt from Azure Striker Gunvolt. And you can change like everything, like every aspect of your weapon. How fast it shoots, how fast it comes out of your gun, how fast it shoots across the screen, how much damage it does, if it's a homing shot, if it curves up or down, if there's 3 shots instead of 1. If you can charge it,
shoot fast, but not fast.
you can have
across
bullets
the
go
road.
like, yeah, you can have a bullet go like out of your gun slowly, so it'll be like, and then take off, or you can have it go like a normal shot, or you can have it go slow the whole time. You can change, like there's so many, I can't even think of them. There's so many different ways, but you can't just do them like freely. They cost CP, and you get CP in the game you get a certain amount as you're going through levels. You try and find more, and then at the end of the level, you have a choice to get 1 upgrade ability, and one of those can be more CP overall. So you spend those points to change what you're doing. And there's other things outside of your gun too, like you can change to get yourself a double jump, or a triple jump, or a quadruple jump. But you have to manage what you do. and you can link your layouts together to get new abilities as well. It's so detailed. You can make this play any way you want. You can give your weapons different abilities based on the enemies you beat. So you can have your weapon do electric damage or heat damage or slicing damage, like all different kinds of stuff. And like I said, I'm only doing the gunvolt right now, and it's so good. The bosses are great. The bosses are super challenging. The gameplay is a ton of fun. Yeah, it's Mega Man, like everything dialed up to 11. The stage designs are so unique. There's like silhouetted stages. There's stages where there's these special beams in the ground that when you shoot, they make you fly through the air. So there's all kinds of unique platforming in one stage because you can't jump around. You have to shoot your gun, but there's spikes above you. So if you shoot too much, you fly into the spikes. It's amazing. I'm going to do a video review for it. I cannot stress it enough. If you have that Mega Man itch, or if you missed Mega Man games, this game has to be downloaded. It's made by Inti Creates. My knowledge is Inafune has absolutely zero input on it because I know people don't like Mighty No. 9. I haven't played Mighty No. 9. This is the game Mighty No. 9 should have been from what I've heard from other people. Again, I haven't played it. But for me, I can tell you it's 110% Mega Man style gameplay. It's got an awesome soundtrack, more customization than you've ever found in Mega Man. Level design is fantastic. The bosses are a ton of fun. Oh, and like in Mega Man games, you know how you get your certain amount of lives and then that's it. You have to start the stage over. That doesn't happen here. You can play a stage as many times as you want and usually start at most one room away from where you died. And it all factors into what happens at the end of the stage. So when you beat it, you'll get an overall score, and then you get more points to buy more abilities. So you'll lose points for how many retries you did, but you don't have to worry about lives or having to start the stage over. So it's a neat little wrinkle that makes a really big difference because it's no longer going through a stage you die twice at the boss and then you got to do the whole stage again. You don't have to do that. It's great. I can't recommend it enough. I am using the Switch Pro controller. Yeah, that's what I'm playing it on. Oh, and it has this really cool thing that you can do for finding secrets. If you enable one of the chips in the game, your HD rumble will pulsate more or less depending on how close to a secret you are. So it's like, hot and cold. So you're in a room and you'll feel it like pulsing, and then as you get closer to where it is, it pulses more. Then like you shoot a wall and you find a new exit, or you find a new item in the wall or something like that. This game deserves to be trumpeted so much more than it is, and Mega Man fans need to pay attention to it without a doubt.
And what's it called?
Mighty Gunvolt Burst. It's available on Switch or 3DS, your pick.
And it's a sequel to that other one?
It's not a sequel. It's like its own thing. It combines Mighty No. 9 and Azure Striker Gunvolt. Both the characters are in this game. Both play a part in a story, but each has their own storyline, and each character plays differently too. So,
but wasn't there another game called Mighty Gunvolt?
There was Mighty Gunvolt, which I played, which was very, very quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was like nothing to it really. It was super, super short. This is a fully fleshed out Mega Man game for all intents and purposes.
I'm assuming it's still the same character though. The same gun.
Oh yes, okay. You're right. But yeah, everything is expanded. Like that was like, here's a little morsel. This is a full game. Okay. 8 stages for bosses. I'm up to the 3rd. Like after boss stage. I don't know how many of those there's going to be. But between weapon customization and going back to play as Beck, there's so much to do. It's awesome.
Beck?
Oh, and there's
like
hidden...
the Scientologist?
Yes. Then there's hidden stuff in every level. Like it kind of like Pac-Man fruit. There's like grapes and bananas. Like all kinds of hidden stuff you find that gets you extra points. And for completionists, you get other stuff as well. Then there's a whole set of challenges for specific things you can do. Like,
wait, is Beck a Scientologist or a completionist?
Beat the stage with this weapon. Beat the stage in this amount of time. Beat the stage and never shoot. Like all kinds of different crazy stuff.
How do you beat a stage without ever shooting? Get out of here. No, really.
You have other offensive abilities. It is awesome. It is awesome. Like I said, I'm doing a video review this week. Check it out. Check it out. If you want Mega Man, check this game out.
Check it out.
Mighty Gunvolt Burst.
Can you tell the value story here?
Mighty number Azure Striker Burst Volt Gunman X.
All right, let's do some music.
Did I ever finish?
Rocket, I'm going to be extracting that portion of the podcast and making it its own video. But also, when the show is over, you can just watch it. It takes place within the first 15 minutes of the show. Yes, Mom Brain.
I got music.
Oh.
You want to hear it?
Goodness.
You want to hear it? Oh.
That's from, whoa.
First song comes to us.
Well, wait a minute. That's from Armored Frog. He sent us the
That
sample.
first song was Nikki Hill.
Very good. Very good.
Music release.
Yes, Armored Frog sent it to us. Thank you, Armored Frog. Okay.
It's okay.
This first song comes to us from The Legend of Shu.
Is this GBA?
No.
DS?
DS.
Final Fantasy Crystal Bears.
No.
The Disney game.
I don't think so.
Radiant Historia?
Nope.
Is it Aladdin?
No.
I don't think there was an Aladdin on DS.
Kingdom Hearts.
I
No.
guessed a Disney game because I was thinking.
Yeah. I'm gonna marry a Luigi game.
No.
Is there a genie in the game?
I have no idea.
It's not first party, is it?
Don't think so.
It feels like it could be Square Enix. Is it Square Enix?
Couldn't tell you.
I don't know, it also sounds like it could be like a licensed cartoon game.
Yeah,
No.
that was the path that I was originally going down.
All right, well, let's start off with another bad week. None of us know.
Is Gaia? Is
Just
Gia?
Gaia.
Yeah.
Oh, and that just came out on Switch.
Yes.
This guy.
Next song.
Stitched got it, and Turquoise got it.
Next song comes to us from Link 601.
Let's tap.
Go Power Rangers.
No.
I heard that too.
Go,
I heard that too, a part of it. I don't even know what system.
GameCube.
Custom Robo.
No.
Chibi Robot.
That's Skittles game. Kirby's Air Ride.
Nope.
Oh, that was a good guess.
Killer 7.
No.
Product number
No.
3.
These are my crappy GameCube guesses. Wave Race.
No.
1080 snowboarding.
No.
Kelly Slater surfing.
No.
I don't even know what type of game it is. Racing?
Is it an FX?
No.
Who's no?
Not
Oh boy, it's not racing.
What other GameCube games are there? Luigi's Mansion?
You played it and liked it.
I played it.
Sure did.
Odama. There's that Power Ranger card.
Yeah, man. Okay, I was not crazy.
No, I definitely heard it. Attack. The Hobbit.
Todd the Tasmanian Tiger.
Pitfall. Worms.
Beautiful Joe.
Yes,
Ah!
Oh man, I was actually going to say that.
it was Beautiful Joe.
I don't remember that at all.
Next song comes from Mario Mania.
Guy Bones gets
So he
it.
wasn't saying Go Power Rangers. He was saying
Henshin a Go Go.
Pension to Go.
Mention a go-go. Oh no. Okay. This is like Pictionary.
No.
Anticipation?
Yes.
Such a good soundtrack. I wish we had the other songs. They're even better. No, I actually own that one too. Wouldn't be surprised if Mom Brain owned it.
I was good with the draw all the way.
I was constipation.
Sorry to hear that. All right, so that was from Mario Mania, and it was Anticipation. Glitter Bubble 3 sends us this one.
Oh, they announced a brand new Monster Hunter. It's called Monster Hunter World.
You were telling me about that.
No, this is a different one. At E3, they announced it.
Another new
Monster
one?
Hunter World for PS4.
But I won't be able to play that with my friends on Black Ops.
Well, I will be the only one to play that with you, and I will play it on PS4.
Nice. Will you down?
Yeah, I want to get into Monster Hunter. I have no idea. Resident Evil.
No.
Dino Crisis. That doesn't matter.
Turok.
No, I don't think you guys are.
Oh,
She doesn't think we're going to get it, so let's get it. What system?
Zombie U.
It's not on video. You know, I don't know what it's on.
Armorites. Moon.
Armorines.
Armorites. Moon.
What are you doing? Oh, are you Shazamming it?
Oh, I think it's Cube.
Is it Resident Evil 4?
Luigi's Mansion. Beautiful Joe.
No.
Tack.
It's a movie game.
Technically, no.
No result.
Technically,
Wait,
no. What is that?
everything or nothing?
No.
Is it a James Bond?
Product number 3.
No.
Killer 7.
So it's got to be some
Minority
other
Report.
property existing outside of games then.
Jurassic Park.
No.
Shark Boy Lava Girl.
No.
Universal Studios game.
No.
Oh, I really thought that was
Tower
gonna
of Terror.
be it. All right, go ahead, really.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, I never would have guessed it.
No.
What's this? What?
Cube.
Really? A Buffy game on the Cube?
Yeah, man.
I had no idea.
This one comes from Mikey3319.
Senses, Ocean.
Census Force. Endless Ocean.
Endless Ocean.
Endless Senses. Senseless Senses.
Senseless Ocean.
Sudoku.
No.
Brain Age.
No.
Art of Balance.
I like it.
We
DS?
Fit.
It's not Wii Fit and it's not DS.
What system?
Super Nintendo.
Oh, man. Oh, it's so good!
Civilization.
Holy moly, this is otherworldly.
It is
Out of this
otherworldly. No.
It is otherworldly?
Oh, so it's about space?
Earthworm Jim.
Out of this world.
Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
No.
Heart of the Alien.
StarCraft.
No, based on a movie.
Oh no. Total Recall. No. True Lies was on this planet.
I'm not saying it's not on that planet.
Mission to Mars.
Based on a movie. What is so good that it deserves this amazing song?
Predator.
No.
This is an action movie.
I think so,
It
yes.
sounds like if The Fifth Element was a game on the Super Nintendo.
Dick Tracy. The Shadows.
A movie.
Last Action Hero.
Lawnmower Man.
No.
Aliens.
No.
Star Wars.
No.
What movie is this?
Well, if she tells us, that'll give it away.
Don't tell us the name of the game. Tell us the movie. Oh boy. A movie. Is this a popular?
Popular.
Cutthroat Island. Popular, but terrible.
Titanic.
I think. Pretty sure.
Jurassic Park.
Nintendo game.
Star Wars.
That's a
Terrible
terrible
movie.
Godzilla?
Cabin Boy.
No. I loved that movie.
I don't think Kevin Boy was
What
popular.
movie?
Beetlejuice.
Popular movie, terrible. So does that mean it's animated then? Because
No.
you don't like Disney movies?
Is it your opinion that it's terrible?
No, I think it's popular opinion that it's terrible.
Batman?
Maybe not.
Batman versus Robin?
I don't think. I think it was Batman and Robin.
Oh, okay.
I never saw that one, Batman versus Robin. All right, go ahead. We don't know.
Waterworld.
There was something last week.
Yeah, didn't you guess Waterworld? Yeah, last week you
Did I
did.
guess Waterworld?
Yes, you definitely. I know you said Waterworld.
It was the what would you do with a drunken sailor song.
Damn it! When was that one sent in?
When?
Well,
Recently.
that
Damn it.
soundtrack was way better than the movie.
Right? Yeah, I gotta play that game.
Right? The movie like sucked, didn't it?
I've never seen it, but
I
I've
saw
heard.
it.
Yes.
It was pretty amazing.
Critically,
Great
in,
movie.
in Universal Studios or California.
Oh, don't think about
There's
it was Waterworld Rocket. Yes.
Yeah.
Guy Bones guessed Cool World. Half right.
The concept of the movie Waterworld is
Go ahead.
a pretty cool.
Yeah, drinking pee. That's an awesome
This one
concept.
comes from Turbo K.
Smash Brothers.
No.
Boy, they're really getting us with trivia. lately.
F-Zero?
It's not a bad guess at all.
I feel like I've heard this on Smash Brothers.
What's this one?
Cube.
A lot of cube this week.
I know, because no one knows.
What's on a Castlevania on a cube guy?
Is it a cube game that we guessed previously that is correct?
I don't think so.
Oh, Tales of Symphonia.
No,
Oh, yeah. Is this an RPG?
I
Crystal
think
Chronicles?
so.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
RPGs on GameCube. That narrows it down. And it's not a Tales of anything.
No.
Fate and Concept.
Yes.
Thank you, Lube. That's all to you.
What's the
Via Vescaflone got it.
This one comes from Andy the
Maximilian got it.
Zombie. It's coming.
I hear something coming.
it's very quiet.
What are you looking at me like this for? Jurassic Park?
Turtle?
Just World.
Godzilla?
No.
Not Good and Evil?
Oh, Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the dinosaur.
That was the dinosaur. You sent that in?
Andy the Zombie.
Never again. Never take it.
Now it's time to raise our sails. It's freedom like you never knew.
I know this song by heart because I played it every break on Treehouse Live when they were resetting for the next segment.
That sounds great.
All right. This next one comes from Alien Boy.
Alien.
Yay.
Ghost in the Shell. Wow. I'm going to guess Ghost in the Shell again.
You'd be wrong again.
What system is this?
Michelle Weather Show.
3DS.
Is it one of those Senran Kagura Burst games?
No.
Tails. Oh.
No.
Shin Sublimate Tensai.
Oh, yeah, now we're thinking. Persona.
No.
Shin Megami Tensei is what he was trying to say.
Fur Park.
I think it's First Party.
First Party.
I think you played it. You played it. I think I played it.
This does not sound familiar.
Yeah, at all.
Animal.
Animal Crossing.
Sounds like the National Bulgarian Women's Scooter.
The
Right?
game.
Yeah.
You played it.
I think
What
so.
did you play on
If I
3DS?
remember correctly.
This is 3DS.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing.
Dogs. Me pets.
I have no idea what she played on 3DS.
Me pets.
That's really throwing me.
Medium.
Oh, I kept thinking that I knew it wasn't
Is there a
right.
sing game? We sing?
It's on 3DS.
Is there a microphone on that?
There is.
Yeah, up yours.
Didn't you say we sing?
I said me sing.
Oh, me sing.
And I
Okay.
said me
You know, I
pets,
would
and then I
not
said
move.
me sing.
Whoa, whoa,
He's
whoa.
as close as anybody's got.
Moves on to something.
SingStar.
No.
On 3DS.
I don't know what sing games are.
Sprung.
Oh, yes.
Me sprung.
Lube just.
Lube is the closest with me sing, a game that doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
Me.
Oh, sing.
Me.
Tomo.
Oh,
Now we tell me.
Metopia.
Yes.
What?
Metopia?
That's a thing?
Metopia is not even out.
Didn't we
How
play
did
that?
you play it?
Didn't we? What was the one we played then?
No, this
With all
game
the
isn't
me's.
out yet.
What?
I just made up a word.
Get out.
Didn't we play that game? What was the one we played?
If you played it, then you went to Nintendo. Or you downloaded the demo that came
What
out.
was the one that we played with the
yesterday?
Mii's?
Miiverse.
Tomodachi Life.
That was it. That's what I was thinking.
What is the name of the game?
Metopia.
So it was a game that's not even out yet?
Well, I mean,
Boo.
And Luke got
Neither is
it
Odyssey.
by Luke got it by making up. Well, we got it.
This next
I couldn't have done it without you,
song comes
Nikhil.
from Jet Jag.
Focus all tanks. This has to be a portable.
Is this
No.
DS?
What is it then?
64.
Oh. Okay. Mischief Makers.
No.
Ah. Goemon. Mystical Ninja,
Yep.
starring Goemon.
Yep, Mystical Ninja starring Goemon.
I love that man. Konami, bring him back.
Last
Come
song
on.
today
Kid
comes,
Yang.
That's Kid Ying.
comes from Raj
Close
Chaos.
enough.
Dr.
Family Feud. This is Family Feud on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Show me potato salad.
Show me Ray Combs' death. Oh.
All right, so you got Family Feud, Mystical Ninja, Metopia, Odyssey, and Baten Kaitos, correct?
Yes.
So you didn't get Waterworld
No.
or Buffy.
No.
So 8. Did you get Beautiful Joe?
Yes. Luke
And
got it.
whatever.
This guy, yeah, no, we did not get
so
this guy.
7.
I'll
Yeah.
take it. Yeah, after our crappy week last week, without a doubt. Where can people send music to?
Oh, you can send your music to GN podcast at gmail.com.
Nope.
I mean, GN
Wow.
podcast music at gmail.com.
This time it actually makes sense. Where?
GN podcast music at gmail.com.
Do you want the mustache on or off?
Off, please.
Too bad.
Too bad. All right, that's the show. We're way over. Thanks for watching and listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Drive safe.
Well, that's in there. All right, after show time. Hey, you guys in the after show, tell me what you liked most about E3. I want to hear.
I like the booth babes.
Not you. I mean, there were women there that were attending booths, but there were no booth babes. They haven't done booth babes in years.
Yeah, it's a bummer. It's a booth babe bummer.
That's a bona fide booth babe bummer. Let's see.
I'm gonna look up some E3 booth babes right now, just for old time's sake.
The Name Key and Clown, you should send something in. Just send in anything you're thinking about. It's okay. Per person says Starlink was my biggest surprise. Yes, that was very nice to see. I think that game looks awesome. I love that idea. I love that they don't make you buy the toys if you don't want them. It's the best of both worlds, so I think that's really cool. Rocket says there may not be booth babes, but there are the Treehouse cuties, which is true. They have women on the Treehouse Live segments.
But they're not officially called.
Not officially called cuties, no. Maximilian says, I love the Odyssey re-reveal. Yes, we got to see a lot more Odyssey this time. Tim Richards says, I'm looking forward to Rogue Trooper Redux or Redo. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the comic, but apparently many people are. It's about like a bioengineered soldier, like a group of soldiers, and apparently a whole bunch of them die, and one is left, and he's out to like get who created them because they made these guys just to fight war. And he's like blue colored, and like when his friends die on the battlefield, he can pick up their weapons and like hear their souls speaking to them. It's crazy. I thought between Kirby and Lube, one of you might have heard of the comic series. Rogue Trooper.
Nope.
Nope. About that Devolver E3, yeah, like I said, that was amazing. Gregory says Xenoblade Chronicles 2 trailer. Yeah, we got a nice long look at that. Guy Bones says, besides Nintendo, I like Shadow of the Colossus a lot. Big surprise. Didn't know about the rumors. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I love Shadow of the Colossus. I was talking about this with Kirby. They did like the HD, whatever you call it, remaster, remake. I don't know which one you're supposed to use. And now they're doing like a complete overhaul, but it's still a remake. I feel like it's too close in time to the other one. I'm not upset that it exists. I was just surprised to see it. Oregano says the Switch appearing at Microsoft's conference was a nice surprise. Yes, when they showed the Minecraft trailer, it specifically showed the Switch, and the Switch was built out of Minecraft blocks. So,
that's cool.
Yes, that is true. It did appear there. Rocket says, I was also very happy to see Samus is alive. Yes, Samus is alive and well. She's got 2 games on the way, and she's returning September 15th, so right around the corner. Let us all wish away the summer so we can get to September.
Don't you dare.
Oh, wow. All right, guys, that's the after show. The show's done exporting. Thanks for joining us for this supersized E3 show. I had a lovely time. I hope you did as well. And we will see you next week for, a regular show. I don't know. Nothing happens after E3. So we'll see you next week for nothing.
NPD next week.
Oh, NPD. That's right. I'm sorry. NPD next week. No. All right, that's it. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.